Hello, it's Mark Barrett here from Expat Tax Advice. This short video will be relevant both to our overseas clients from Expat Tax Advice, but also for our property clients in Property Tax Advice. What I'm dealing with today is something called the usual place of abode. Now, if you've been working with us at Expat Tax Advice, you'll know that we frequently talk about the statutory residence test and then split year treatment and then the double taxation treaty, all of which are important. The statutory residence test is a test that's performed on the whole year to establish whether you are a UK tax resident or not. But in respect of the non-resident landlord scheme, whilst it uses the phrase resident, it doesn't measure the statutory residence test. It uses the test of the usual place of abode. What's the distinction? Well, the residence test, as I say, is an annual test. It's performed at the end of the year, typically to say, have you been in the country enough time or worked in the country and ended up becoming a UK tax resident. Whereas the usual place of abode says, well, you can be a UK tax resident, but actually you're overseas at the moment. Could be that you're on a world cruise for months at a time. You may well remain UK tax resident, but you're not in the UK. One of the things that's particularly irksome with this is that it can affect the people who are in the armed services. You can be posted overseas, still tax resident, but have to complete the NRL process for property rentals that you have in the UK. A couple of interesting little aspects to it. Remember that this is a test that's done during the year. So your letting agent or your tenant has to look at this and say whether you are or not a non-resident landlord. And don't forget, if you're in a partnership, it could well be that one of you, maybe you're posted overseas with the armed services, and therefore you are deemed an NRL, a non-resident landlord, whereas your spouse may actually still be in the UK and deemed therefore to be a resident landlord. So it can differ between husband and wife, civil partners, for example. So remember, if you're abroad and you have property in the UK in your own name, then you should be checking with us, ideally, but obviously your accountant, if you've got a good one, to see whether you should be registered under the NRL scheme. A quick comment now on companies. If you've got a UK registered company, you may well be the operator of the company. You may be sitting abroad, but if the UK company is registered here, you are not a non-registered, non-resident landlord. So hopefully the short video just explaining the usual place of abode has been useful to you. Contact details, as always, follow this short video, and contact us if we can help. Thank you. Bye.